Alright, welcome back to my round 2 game of GP Houston. I'm running Dreamsight Minister 8 Sack, the deck that looks crazy and is just as crazy. And playing against Wizzerinus, who's on 4-color Caylin. And yeah, let's go. So rolling for first. Okay, I'm gonna play, wonderful. And what do I get? One land hand, that's unkeepable, so mulligan. Okay, that's a decent hand, assuming I don't get hand attacked. They have Valdez in their deck, right? Yeah, they have Valdez, so turn on Valdez is going to not be very fun. At least Twisted Master can bail me out, so yeah, I'm keeping this, and then I bottom. Did I bottom on my lands? I think so. And now I get to go turn my man's Ascetic. That's Mana Dork on turn 1, and then next turn I can play Pronouncer. Actually, I have to play Pronouncer because my Lesser is going to be tapped. They fetch Plains instead, though, so that's probably a good sign, because that means they probably don't have Valdez. They have Downhill Forge Master and use its Venture to tutor up an equipment. The funny thing is, Wizzerinus is also running a pretty tutor-heavy deck, but the difference here is that my tutors chain into each other, Wizzerinus' tutors don't. Or I guess, I'm running a combo deck, they're playing a way less combo-y deck. It's way more mid-range. So, back in the pack, I have two options here. I can either Twisted Masterwork or Pronouncer. They fetch Death Pit Trophy, right? So they're planning on playing it. They play Death Pit, what do I discard? Play Beckon, right? Then when do I Twisted Masterwork out? Well, no. Select Reading plus Beckon is really good. Maybe discard Pronouncer and then turn Twisted Masterwork for a Secret of Untouched Beauty and get a land. That feels bad. I think I'll just do the obvious play and play out my Pronouncer. So Pronouncer enters battlefield, educates land, and then makes a token, then end the turn. Like, I have a lot of options. They play a land and Death Pit trophies me. So let's see. What can they do with one white mana that I should be worried about? Barks? I mean, Bark is the only thing that they can really do with that mana, right? Oh, they have Sealed Riftway, huh? I mean, Sealed Riftway isn't too bad. I mean, I get to untap with 3 mana, or 4 mana, right? Yeah. Then I just get to select Breeding into like a 4-drop, and then Beckon, a bounce Beckon, and then go off from there. So yeah, that means I just discard Twisted Masterwork. So yeah, Barks. Barks is a pretty powerful value card, but value isn't going to matter when I'm going to be trading out some stuff next turn. Actually, a land top deck would be really good, because that means I get to select the Breeding into an Ophidian Oracle. Well, I mean, this is also fine. What do I do here then? Yeah, I think I selected Breeding into a Pensive Songwriter and then Pensive Songwriter Dreamsight well. Because, like, if my opponent wants to value grind, then I'm willing to value grind with them. Actually, I can't get out Ophidian Oracle this turn, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 3 plus 2. Yeah, that's Ophidian Oracle mana. So they get to Beckon, and then Beckons into 2. What's the most broken thing I can do here? I get to Beckon to 2 4-drops. So the default 4-drop that I grab is Infectious Ego, but is there anything better? Well, if I grab Fire True Seeker, I get to flashback Beckon plus Selective Breeding. That seems really good. Beckon turns one of the True Seekers into 2 Ancestral Councils, which gets me 2 pot effects, and Selective Breeding turns the other Fire True Seeker into a Speaker of Darius. Okay, yeah, that seems really good, so yeah, I'll go for that. So educate land, and tap the land, so that's more than enough mana. Should I attack first? No, I'm going to go into Speaker of Iris, so I don't need to attack first. Yeah, select Breeding with X equals 3. Attacking the Pronouncer preserves. They can't do anything because they're tapped out. So Ophidian Oracle comes into play. Ophidian Oracle enters battlefield, I get to draw a card, and then a bound Beck in the pack, which stacks Ophidian Oracle, and finds me 2 Fire True Seekers, or I guess 1 Fire True Seeker, which gets copied at Beckon. And now the Fire True Seekers triggers are on the stack. I'm going to be targeting these guys at Selective Breeding and Beckon. Beckon comes off the stack first. I stack, well, whatever, this guy's targeting Selective Breeding. But yeah, Beckon, so that means I get to find anything more broken. Ancestral Council is the best thing I can get here, right? Yeah, I think so. I'll just get Ancestral Council, copies itself. Ancestral Council ETB lets me fetch up some stuff. So do I want another Beckon, or do I just want 2 Lurks? What am I doing with the Selective Breeding? I'm selective being this thing into Speaker of the Iris, which means I lurk from the Ancestral Councils. I want to get 2 Infectious Eagles into play, right? So, and I think there is a sequence that lets me do that, but I can probably figure it out if I think a bit harder. Anyways, I'm going to grab Lurk and Beckon, because that seems like the obvious choice. And now Selective Breeding comes out, sack the Fire True Seeker, and now I get to search up a 4-drop that shares a creature type with this thing, and Speaker of the Iris conveniently does do that. And that's one fetching, right? There's no other options. Yeah, so Speaker of the Iris, Select Breeding gets exiled. That's sort of a problem, because like I know I'm going to Beckon here, or Lurk here, but like what do I lurk into, right? I can lurk this council into another Fire True Seeker, and then that lurks it into Fitting Oracle. Okay, yeah, that works. Yeah, that works perfectly. So it gets back Fire True Seeker, which flashes back the lurk, gets me Fitting Oracle number 2, draws me a card, and then I bound the Beacon, sacking this, and getting 2 Infectious Egos, right? I mean, there's no better option here, right? How much damage does Renatured Vines do at this point? Because, let me think. Do I have Renatured Vines in my deck? I do, right? Where is it? Do I not have Renatured? Did I cut that card? Maybe I did. Well, anyways, Infectious Ego time. That's 2 Infectious Egos hasted on basically just turn 3, I guess. And yeah, that. So now, what do I do here? Well, they're gonna sack Barks, right? And then it doesn't matter exactly how I attack, but I'm gonna kill Barks here. Barks dies, Death Pit Trophy comes back. I have to discard a card from hand, but like I have Dreamsight well, so I'm alright with that. I'll just discard Pensive Songwriter because Pensive is bad if I get discarded, but these guys are good even on their own, especially if I get discarded, actually. And yeah, I also need to remember to gain 8 life for my Infectious Eagles. Wizzerinus plays Flooded Depths untapped. Do they have an answer to this board? Rod of Marlborough. Actually, yeah, Rod is pretty good against me because bounces the things I can't cast and also the tokens, and they pass. Is there a way for them to survive this turn? I'm not sure, so... Oh, you have upkeep? Or after draw? Event Horizon. Alright, sure, that heals the ego. Does that prevent them from getting lethal? Okay, yeah, it does. So, can I get lethal then? I think I can, right? Do I have... No, I don't have any lurks left in yard. Alright. If I can lurk into Haster, then I'm pretty happy. I mean, Contra costs 1 here, so I can Contra, get back Beacon, and then Beacon to 2 more Speaker of the Iris. Okay, yeah, that works. And just making sure that, yeah, everything works out. I'm going to Contra, the Speaker of the Iris, get back Beacon to pack, cast Beacon to pack on Contra, which actually lets me abound. Well, Wizzerinus is going to concede before then. But yeah, that was an extremely good game 1 for me because I managed to get the combo off with very little disruption. Look at my opponent's sideboard though. Let's see how much hate they can bring in. They have Sealed Riftway, Sigil of Radiance, yeah, that's going to be annoying. Cosmic Cinco, it stops me, and Tiny Hero Toddy. Actually, Rift Splicing is also really annoying because they can Rift Splicing one of my flashback guys while the ability's on a stack, and then if it dies, then I don't have anything to sack. So to play around Rift Splicing, I basically need to always have at least 2 guys, at least 2 things I'm willing to sack out on board when I try to flash back something. So I think they're probably bringing in like basically most of their sideboards. So as for what I can do, I need Seer Flashes against Toddy. I want Charming Marauder and Anointed Cursebreaker against all their artifacts, right? Or enchantments, more importantly, because they do have Radiance. So what do I not want? Fogborn is pretty bad. Fox Spirit or Summit Guardian do anything in this matchup? Well, let me think. How's their non-creature count looking? They have lots of non-creatures, and they're going to be playing them. I guess it's probably worth something. Yeah, I'll keep them in. I need early removal. I don't think I do. Mirror Volley, it doesn't kill Caylin, unfortunately. Well, does it sweep up anything else? No, Mirror Volley is just bad here, right? Doesn't hit Planeswalkers either. And Meteor Harbinger hits Planeswalkers and hits face, so that's good. Master Negotiator. That thing can steal Barks, so I'm keeping that in. And Rapacious Rattler kills Planeswalkers. Everything else seems good, so do I want Forbidden Treasure? Anything I can Forbidden Treasure? Not really, actually. Just Cosmic Cinco and Rift Splicing, so I keep Forbidden Treasure in just as a minister target. No point. And yeah, I guess that's what I'm running it back with. So let's see what I draw. That's a really slow hand. I want to risk keeping this and just getting hated out of the game, because I can easily picture that happening. I'm not going to risk it. I'm going to mulligan, and I get a hand with Dreamsight well, so that's perfect. And even Laga Recluse, that's even better. Bottom Meteor Harbinger, right? Yeah, I think so. Silent Forge Master, sure. They get Explorer's Torch. We know turn 1 Valdez is pretty reassuring, because that means they probably don't have it, because if they had Valdez, they definitely would have played turn 1 to stop whatever crazy things I'm doing. Anyways, I get turn 1 Laga Recluse to ramp me up to 3 lands on turn 2, which means I get to just play Dreamsight. I feel like I keep drawing Dreamsights in this deck, even though it's a 140-something deck, so it shouldn't be this likely, but maybe I'm just getting lucky. So let's see what Wizzerinus has turn 2. I don't think any of the hate pieces that it can play can stop Dreamsight well, though, so... Okay, they're not playing hate pieces right now, they're playing out their artifacts, which is completely fine for me. They're just cantripping, they're not playing out their hate. So if I top deck anything that... Okay, Selective Breeding. Does that let me go off? So with selective breeding, I can go up to 4, right? No, it's 3. Is there any 3-drop humans that are good here? Well, there's Pensive Songwriter, copying a Dreamsight. That's like insane value. Other than that, what other humans are in my deck? Right, Ancestral Council. Do I want to plot into Ancestral Council? I feel like that's a bit slow. I'd much rather just Pensive Songwriter Dreamsight Well, so I have a Dreamsight Well floating in case Wizzerinus ever tries to grind me down. I have another Dreamsight Well ready to go, and then just overwhelm them with value. I think that's what I'll go for. Do I play Crystal Caverns here? That's like one life that I don't need to lose, but I don't want to decide with Nebula just yet. Anyways, so selective breeding, fetching out Pensive Songwriter, and Songwriter casts Dreamsight Well, and I draw 5 cards. And okay, I drew Wavebreaker, which is not good because I want Wavebreaker in decks I can beckon into it, and then with the Minister. Anyways, I end the turn. I mean, if my opponent plays any, they're gonna pass. Do they have Cosmic Synco up? What other flash threats do they have? Event Horizon, I guess. Journey's End. That's the only flash things they have. Oh yeah, Cosmic Synco and Rift Slicing. So quite a few cards to play around. And I think the best way to play around it is just dropping Minister, right? Actually, no. There's really. I don't think there's any point in me just recklessly dropping Minister right now. Because like if anything goes south, I just play Dreamsight Well again, and like Wizzerinus is a grindy deck, so I just get to refill, and they can't stop everything I do. I think I just play Wavebreaker out just as a body. Feels bad, but I mean, what else am I doing, right? I need to get stuff out of hand for a Dreamsight Well again, so I don't have to discard so many cards. So yeah, are you just gonna take? Yeah, sure. So Mountain, and then Logger Recluse. Does it resolve? Does. I put in a Timber range, and then Wavebreaker. Does it resolve? Okay. A pretty womp Wavebreaker there, but Caylin Whirlwind, right? Caylin has Flash. How did I forget about that? The Wizards can start looping stuff with Caylin, but I'm completely fine with that because all that does is like give Wizards card draws, but I also have a Dreamsight Well. I don't think you're going to be out drawing a Dreamsight Well anytime soon, unless the game goes on super long, but I'm going to be able to untap with the Minister pretty soon. Not even untap, but just like play Minister and have mana for activations. And if Minister ever goes through, then I get to sack Logger and immediately find what lurks beyond for Pensive Songwriter and start going up the chain. Anyways, Caylin can whack me all it wants. It's just 4 damage. Oh, no blocks, I meant. And let's see. Are they playing a Toddy? Because that'd be pretty annoying. Yeah, they're playing a Toddy, but the good news is I can kill it. Or no, I can't because they have chump blockers. Okay, that's going to be annoying. So how do I deal with the Toddy? I can just pay for a search. I mean, right? The Minister, I don't have enough mana for that. I need 7 mana in order to Minister and sack something and then pay for the Seared Flesh on Toddy. It actually also locks down my Timber ranges, so it's not like I'm fetching anytime soon either. As for now, I think I should just be trying to whack down Toddy. Or maybe I should stop Caylin from attacking me. I have options. I also just play Minister of Badness and try to untap with it. Actually, I swing everything at Toddy. One of them is going to get through and whack Toddy down to 2. And I play Cosmonaut Pioneer and make a guy. And that seems solid. In that case, if they don't block Logger Recluse, then I pump it and then play Minister. So yeah, I have a pretty solid plan now. Attack everything at Toddy. How do you block? You block like this. Sure. Wait, I could have activated Lumbering Hillock, couldn't I? That was probably a huge mistake, actually, because I could have killed Toddy there, right? Animate Lumbering Hillock. Putting a Toddy, it's like 2 and 2. They just block, and then I don't have enough mana to activate Logger Recluse. Or, no, that was a huge misplay. I should have attacked Toddy with Lumbering Hillock. I mean, that's fine. I still get to play Cosmonaut Pioneer and make a 3/3 Rod of Marble roll, right? How worried am I about Rod of Marble roll? I just hope they don't have Rod of Marble roll, I guess. Is that what I'm going for? Yeah, do I need to scry 1 and draw a card? Yeah, I'm playing on edge. They plus Toddy again and make more chump blockers. And now, yeah, they do have the Rod of Marble roll, and that's pretty annoying for me. That's a big womp. And they can just keep rotting away my board. Terraformer's Globe again, sure. Yeah, not swinging with Lumbering Hill like that one turn was absolutely massive because now Toddy's not going to die. And Wizzerinus plays Nebula on black. They're still attacking with Caylin. Well, I mean, I'm fine with taking here. And they get to play Rob. No, they have Mad. Well, they have Terraformer's Globe, so they get to replay Rod on, I guess, one of my attackers. So that's even harder for me to get through to Toddy. Sealed Riftway. Alright. That's annoying because now it disrupts any of my chains that use the graveyard. And now what? Selective breeding. I mean, I can't pay the Toddy tax, so I can selective breeding Cosmonaut Pioneer into something else. What other 5-drop humans do I have? Well, there's a Fitting Oracle, and that's the only one. Or no, I also have Meteor Harbinger. That deals 2 to Toddy. That doesn't seem too bad. What other options do I have? Because yeah, a selective breeding can go down the chain. The Master Negotiator doesn't do it. Okay, now I really regret cutting Aether Road Caravan from my deck because that would have been a really good card to get just about now. So one option is breeding this guy into a Speaker of the Iris, which gives the 3/3 haste. You now have a Speaker, a 3/3, and a 2/2 attacking Talia at the same time. I don't think that does anything. So what else can I find? Actually, maybe the play here is to Dreamsight well and see what I get. Worst case is to swing out Talia, and they have to jump with everything, right? Yeah, I mean, I think I'll go for it. I still have double green after, right? Yeah. If they have Cosmic Synchro, then they got me. If they let Resolve, what do I get? Lots of good things. They do have Cosmic Synchro mana, so I need to worry about that. But I'm looking at this board. I kind of want to lurk this thing into a Leyran Alpha because that's a lot of stuff coming at Toddy. Actually, Speaker of the Iris, abounding a Seeker of Untouched Beauty. What does that do? Well, the problem with playing any spells that sack stuff is that they have Cosmic Synchro up, I'm pretty sure. I really don't want to play into that. So I can play Contra, force them to crack the Sealed Riftway, so that taps them out, and then have enough mana left over to Selective Breeding a Spirit. That doesn't work out very well then. I specifically want to breeding into a Speaker of the Iris. Well, any play is going to start with Contra on the Cosmonaut Pioneer. If they want to sack the Sealed Riftway now, they tap them out, and I'm pretty happy. I get to start trying to resolve stuff. They let it resolve. So, okay, yeah, they are going to Sealed Riftway me, but might as well make them Sealed Riftway early rather than later. So what do I do with Cosmonaut Pioneer? Do I want to just gain 5 life so that Caylin stops being so annoying? Nah, I can chump. I can afford to chump Caylin for a while. I just want a bigger board so I can deal with the Toddy that's just being really annoying. And what spirits can I like the breeding into? Is it just Infectious Ego? Yeah, but I guess Infectious Ego is pretty nice. And that's probably just the best thing to be doing, right? Like Infectious Ego comes down, forces a sack. Some of these guys have haste, so Toddy's going to stick around for even longer. It's annoying, but it's not absolutely devastating. Otherwise, I can just play Seeker plus Mana Ascetic. They really don't want to bounce Contra here. I think I'm pretty safe if I just do that. So I want to fetch with Timber Range. I think I can just afford to do something like play Seeker and then just hold up mana for cracking Timber Range end of turn. I think that's what I will go for. Let's see. Do I need more blue? I have enough green right now, right? I mean, that's fetching blue-green. I'll name blue with this. And then I play Seeker Untouched Beauty here, just as a 3/3. Then I end my turn. If that thing gets killed, I'm paying to search with it. And also this does represent a counter spell, which is pretty nice. If they don't do anything, then probably just makes more guys. Sure, are they gonna rod the alien? Okay, that's fine. They can't kill an attack because I trade pretty well with that thing, just with my Contra. If Contra dies, Cosmonaut Pioneer comes back, and I get to Electric Breeding for something that's actually good. And play Dawnhill Forge Master. I still have Meteor Harbinger in my deck somewhere, right? Meteor Harbinger would be really good here because it would basically wipe the board and then let me attack Toddy. Unless I have some way to haste stuff. Okay, what is it now? Hydro Radiance. That doesn't do anything right now. I'm fine with that. And I guess I just end up turn crack Timber Range, get my Lush Oasis. It's untapped too, so maybe I should plan better. What do I do with all this mana? I want Contra to die so that I can do stuff to Cosmonaut Pioneer. I also want to Meteor Harbinger so I can wipe the board. How do I do that? If I lurk Contra, then I only lurk into Leyran Alpha. How much does it cost to select Breeding Wavebreaker into something? It's not great. I can just play Minister of Madness. Minister of Madness, sack a Wavebreaker, grab Spring Renewal, cast it, and then after that I get to back the Elemental hit Toddy, and then what? I need to do 1 more damage to this thing. Well, if I Spring Renewal, that lets me untap with 8 mana. That's 2 Minister activations. Actually, no, I have 2 Seer Fleshes, right? I didn't board in Lightning Helix, or Solar Flare, so that's a problem. But maybe I instead, like I Seer Flesh, and then, well, no, there's Sigil Radiance, so any flashbacking guys won't work. Is there anything else in my deck that does work? I just need something that deals damage. I'm pretty sure I cut all sources of damage. Is Rapacious Valor still in my deck? Let me check my sideboard. Did I put out Rapacious? Okay, good, I didn't. So that does work, right? No, I don't have enough 2-drops for that plan. Okay, that's annoying. Can I select the breeding down into it then? Well, I'm going for it because I'm taking up way too much of the round clock just by sitting here and thinking. So hopefully I haven't made any huge mistakes. I get one map floating after that. Oh, that means I get to play Mana Ascetic and use that. It doesn't do anything useful, does it? Yeah. So sack Wavebreaker. Wait a minute. Spring Renewal. Oh god, no. That's a mistake. Oh, is there any 3-drops that I have other than... No, I don't. Okay, that's really bad. That's actually just game losing. Oof. Yeah, that's really, really bad. There's still a way for me to get back into this game, right? Like, I have all these resources. My opponent can't do anything too threatening to me. Probably he keeps taking up, but I just need to get Caylin Devastator. Oh, I could have gotten Caylin Devastator off this thing, couldn't I? Okay, yeah. I need to think harder before I start doing stuff like this. I'm just gonna end my turn playing Mana Ascetic, yeah, and then pass of shame. They're minusing Toddy. What are they fetching this time? Hopefully not something that locks me out. Is there anything that Garhide? Okay, that doesn't do any lockout stuff. That just makes their board more threatening, but I'm fine with that. I can just keep jumping. And it doesn't even have haste. Minusing Toddy means that it now dies to a single Sear Flesh. Sure, okay, sure. Do you have an Inviting Horizon for Minister of Badness? Because that'd be pretty devastating. Okay, you do. You can still Sanjing and lurk into a Hellion Devastator, but that's definitely a lot more annoying. Pick up Downhill Forge Master and adventure again, I guess. They get Deadly Harpoon, so they can actually start killing stuff. They just need to top deck their Minister of Madness or something. And then that means I can, or I can just top deck Sear Flash the card in itself. That's really good. So what? I play Mana Ascetic, I Sear Flash the Toddy. The Toddy's gone, and now I get to start doing stuff. Except Silver Radiance is in play, so I can't do anything too crazy. So what are my things that kill enchantments? I can select the breeding into them, right? Yeah. Oh, they will cost a bit. Select breeding for X equals 1 would get rid of Sigil with Anointed Cursebreaker, which isn't what I want because they're just going to kill Anointed Cursebreaker later. So I need to select the breeding for 3 to get rid of Sigil permanently. And once I do that, what do? I lurk the Contra. The problem right now is I really want to select the breeding the Cosmonaut Pioneer, but I can't do that without lurking the Contra, which fetch up Layer and Alpha, and then if I do that, then now all of the dogs will die. And maybe I can like fetch Layer and Alpha, swing with everything, hope my opponent makes some bad blocks, and then wipe the board. Okay, that actually works, right? Yeah. And I have enough mana for that, right? Because Mana Ascetic, Sear Flesh, that's 2 mana, 4 mana, and then 5 mana. And I even get Sanjing afterwards. So yeah, that's pretty good. I have to play around like a single Cosmic Syncope, but I can do that. Yeah, play Mana Ascetic, play Sear Flesh on the Toddy. Wait, the Mana Ascetic was completely unnecessary because Toddy already had... Okay, that was a huge misplay. Not a huge misplay, but definitely a really annoying misplay. Now I lurk the Contra. They're getting life for Mecha 3. I don't want to keep dying to Rob. Yeah, I'm gonna just draw cards off this thing. Twisted Masterwork. Okay, that's really good, right? And Twisted Masterwork for basically anything. The lurk finds me. Where's Layer and Alpha? Here's Layer and Alpha. And I just swing out, right? And if any of these guys match connect, then Layer and Alpha is buffing them. Do I swing Flogger Recluse? I think I do, because I have nothing better to spend my mana on. This means that these guys are going to be attacking. So let's see how my opponent blocks. If they decide to brickwall any of my guys, then they're going to return Rob Maruro. Sure, Karen's going to die soon if you do that. Okay, go to blocks. Let's see how my opponent blocks. Okay, so perfect. We're actually going to see my opponent's entire board wiped, which is really nice. And okay, Seeker even fetches a basic land, so that's really good for me. Do I need any more colors? Just get more green, I guess, right? Yeah, sure, I'll get more green. And alright, now for the big reveal. I'm going to select breeding my Pioneer. Do I draw here, or do I think I draw here? Okay, there we go. Dreamsight well number 2. That's funny. Anyways, where's Meteor Harbinger? There we go. Can I stop this? Okay, wonderful, it goes through. Now the board's clear, and I also have Dreamsight well. Do I play it now? I should play it before my opponent tries to do anything funny. So yeah, Dreamsight. Playing 5 cards again. Actually, I should start shuffling stuff into my deck with Dreamsight well. I keep forgetting I can do that. And there's Charming Marauder to kill the enchantments next turn. Going to play any 2-drops? I pronounce it preserves. Do I want to play that out right now? No, I'd rather preserve life. Yeah. So that was a pretty good turn for me. Misplaced. Oh. Ah, crap. At least they only get the tokens, they don't get the body. Maybe I should have played Pronouncer Preserves to protect my life total a bit better. And they're going to play Toddy number 2, because that'd be really annoying. Because if they played Tally number 2, I just twisted Masterwork for Hellion Devastator and kill that, and then I play Charming Marauder and kill the Sigil. Like, I can deal with everything that they do. Deadly Heart. Okay, yeah, that works, and that means I get whacked for 6. Do you have Caylin number 2? Tally number 2. Okay, sure. Tally can't do anything right now, though, so not a huge threat. Still pretty painful, though. Also, yeah, Amber Hills doesn't do anything now. Conjure. Can I pay for a Conjure? The Conjure, pay for it. I still have 3 mana left. How much does Twisted Masterwork cost to Toddy? I need to Twisted Masterwork for 4, so that's 5 mana, 7 mana in total. How much mana do I have right now? 9? So I Twisted Masterwork, kill Toddy, play Pronouncer. Seems solid. Alternatively, I can play Charming Marauder and get rid of the Pseudo Riv Radiance right now. I don't have enough mana for that, right? I have 10 mana if I play Nebula untapped, but that's way too dangerous. Sigil can stay alive for a bit longer. I don't have to kill it right now. Yeah, Pronouncer preserves and Aura. Educate it onto, I guess. It doesn't really matter what I educate it onto. Whatever. I'll just stick it on this guy. Actually, I should Twisted Masterwork when my opponent's tapped out, because that way they can't Cosmic Sinkhole me, right? Like, they can bounce my guy, but yeah, I'd rather stay safe. Twisted Masterwork for 4. Find Hellion Devastator. Kill that. And it also gets a counter on it. And that means I get to activate my Amber Hills now, which means I get to play a 2-drop in case that ever matters. I guess I could have sequenced slightly differently. Like in Charming Marauders, the Sigil, but I don't need to do that now, or at least right now. Actually, I have 7 mana, right? Did I play a land this turn? I haven't, right? So I can play Nebula and then Charming Marauder the Sigil. I don't want to do that right now. Well, no, I should fetch with Amber Hills now in case they have a Toddy, and I'm going to fetch out Resplendent Substratum because in case I want to recite this guy. Like, I should play Nebula because that means I get to flash and Sanjing. The Nebula on a single color. But name blue or green. I'll name blue again. Then pass the turn. Hopefully nothing too bad happens. Wizards can probably grind away my entire board in a single turn if they really wanted to. Wait, Sanjing doesn't work because Sigil is in play. Okay, that's a huge misplay. And that's fine. It's a flash blocker. I don't need it to ramp. I could just use it for its flash blocking capabilities. So yeah, Rob Marrow answers a token. Do they have Talia number 3? It's Caylin. Okay, sure. They're gonna bounce a Rod Marlborough. Okay, sure. That's getting really dangerous. Rod again. Okay, sure. I mean, as long as they keep tapping out every turn, I'm fine with that. Attack with 3 things. I'm gonna untap the land and play Sanjing as a surprise blocker. Don't need to double chump though, which is kind of annoying. Do you have any combat tricks that would kill me here? I'm at 1 life, which is pretty dangerous. Explore a torch. Sure. But now I finally get trying to do stuff. And there's lots of things I can do now. It's like, yeah, I have Lurk and Selective Breeding in Yard, so I just play Charming Marauder, kill Sigil, and Conjure and start going off, right? I have 11 mana. That's a lot of mana. And if I can get a double Infected Eagle swing, I think I'm pretty happy. And I think I do have the resources to do that right now. Or hopefully I do. I can go Lurk in Graveyard. What's the chain here? Conjure for Lurk. Lurk the Songwriter into... Actually, maybe just Kyone, because I can do stuff like Conjure, Kyone gets Lurk, or no, I can't. Okay, that doesn't work. I mean, basically every line starts with killing Hydro Radiance, right? So I should just do that now. So Conjure, get what lurks. What lurks into Fire True Seeker. Fire True Seeker goes up to a 5-drop. Use a second lurk to get. I don't have a beckon anywhere, which is a problem. I have no way to search up the other thing I need. So I need to beckon, but I can't. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for it because I don't want to keep thinking that hard. I probably could have done this a lot better, but whatever. Where's Lurk? Here's Lurk. Conjure, balance the Pensive Songwriter. So that's a 4-drop. That thing's always going to be Fire True Seeker, right? Continue the chain. Let's say I don't need to continue the chain. Is there anything that lets me... my 4-drops suck though, right? Yeah, so there's no point in doing anything other than... Is Speaker of the Iris useful at all? No, it's not. Okay, so Fire True Seeker. I can Selective Breeding down to... I guess that works, right? I Selective Breeding into Ancestral Council, and I lurk this thing, go into Fidget Oracle. Yeah, that works. So where is it? Ancestral Council. So that thing fetches a beckon. I lurk this thing into Fidget Oracle. Fidget Oracle, I bounce beckon into 2 Infectious Eagles. That still doesn't do it. So I have to beckon into 2 Fire True Seekers again. That leaves me with... Actually, you haven't... Okay, yeah, that worked out. I haven't exiled the second lurk yet. So hopefully I didn't tap my mana incorrectly here. Lurk the Fire True Seeker. Find Ophidian Oracle. Ophidian Oracle draws a card. It's Sear Flesh. Doesn't matter too much. Beckon the Ophidian Oracle. Finding 2 Fire True Seekers. 5 True Seekers should all, the ones on Lurk, ones on Beckon, right? That's how the combo usually goes. Yeah, so one's on Lurk, one's on Beckon. But yeah, I do have to stack them correctly. So first one beckons into more Ancestral Councils, which fetches up a Lurk and a Beckon. And then the second one lurks into, or that one's exiled, right? Also the Beckon's exiled, which finds Color of the Artist. Is that what I want? Color, yeah, or Speaker, whatever it's called. You're bound to lurk on the Fire True Seeker, finds the Fidden Oracle number 2, draws, bounds the Beckon on Fidden Oracle, finds Infects Ego. Where is it? There we go. Okay, that's the entire combo. At least I managed to execute it this time. And yeah, that took forever. That's still not exiled, right? Yeah. That did take everything I had to do. My Caylin Whirlwind's still there. That's just being annoying. So with both Eagles, they sack 2 more things. Do I need Speaker anymore? Not really. Yeah, I'm doing 4 damage, so I can afford to just not have any blockers, right? Sure. Actually, it's gonna be it'll be really embarrassing if I end up losing the game because I swung with everything and died to Caylin plus the Wolf. I mean, I'll be at 8 life. Caylin bounces Rod, sure. So that lasts me for 6. Okay, I'm going down to 3. That's actually kind of dangerous now I think about it. Still blockers. What do you do? Sure. Leave the Eagles alive. That's fine. Do I kill the Wolf with Sear Flesh? I think I do because like they have no other way of hasting damage through, right? And then I just counter or cursory glance the Rod of Marble Roll. Yeah. Sure. Kill the Wolf. They are dead to a single Infects Eagle swing though, so that's pretty nice. Hey Rod, not today. Do they have Cosmic Sinkhole? Seems like they do. Okay, there we go. So that's going away. Actually, Caylin gets to... that's... Okay, that's actually a problem because... Yeah, now if they answer my Eagles and whack me for... Well, they're not going to swing because, yeah, they're too low of a life total to do that. I forget to play Timber Range last... Oh god, I did. Okay, that's really annoying because now I can't play Hellion Devastator. I have Lumbering Hillock. Okay, so I animate Lumbering Hillock swing. They have to trade Caylin for it, and they just go from there. So yeah, then we leave the councils back. No point. They have no hasters. No point. Then Caylin the Rod Barber roll, and they trade Caylin for Lumbering Hillock. That's really good for me. They get knocked down to 2. Do I Hellion Devastator now? I have to shock myself to do it, but I think it's worth it, right? Actually, I have a Fidden Oracle in yard, don't I? I can just I have 2 of them. In fact, yeah. Why am I not using my Fidden Oracles better? Just gonna recite this guy, and let's see what I draw. Nothing, sure. Anyways, that thing's dead. And I play Timber Range tapped, and pass the turn. Let's see if my opponent has an answer. Terraformers Globe. Sure, they can keep drawing cards. So they just have to kill, they need Trump blockers for all 3 guys, I think. I mean, Talia would be pretty good here for them. Rod Barbaro, sure. Only answers a 1-1. You want to start answering Hellion Devastator with your Rod of Barbaro, then... Okay, I see. So you're keeping up a Caylin, right? You don't have enough for a Caylin. Event Horizon then? No, they're playing it main phase. Okay, they're playing downhill to block. Sure. And they're gonna put Rod onto it so that blocks better. And well, I'm gonna fetch now and get out my where's my black duel? Do I already have it out? Nomad. No, I don't. No, I have a township. There we go. Spell Pierce. Not very useful. If I swing out here, Hellion Devastator will kill the downhill Forge Master. Do I want to abound or recite the Fidden Oracle again just to draw a card? I think at this point I do, because the game's just can come down super close. If I find some way to remove downhill Forge Master, I win. So yeah, let's hope for the best. I'll tap like this. So recite this guy. What do I draw? Power Scatter. I mean, that does do stuff, but not anytime soon. I'm gonna just hold it for end of turn. I swing with both. They trade downhill for Hellion. No, I can't actually do that. No, they have to, because otherwise they die. So yeah, swing. So those guys trade. Wizzerinus is down to 1. Let's see if they top deck anything that can get them back to the game. If they play anything impactful, I mean, there's no way they can stop a Power Scatter end of turn, right? Unless they have Rift Splicing. Okay, yeah, they do have instant speed removal. So, but it has to be exactly Rift Splicing, right? Oh, no, Event Horizon also works because there's so many random things in play. Alright, yeah, I'm not feeling super confident now. But they have to deal with Ancestral Council, and they also have to... Barks is... Well, actually, yeah, sure, why not? I can counter this because they have nothing good to bounce with their Rod once it comes down. Wait, this is that's not good play because they get to draw an extra card anyways. That's Barks. Rod is it's a May. Okay, never mind. That's not good for me. have saved this thing for like something that's actually impactful, because all Barks does this turn is draw another card, and all Palace Guard does this turn is draw another card, and except Barks isn't in play for next turn. But it's not going to matter if the game ends before next turn. They're going to decline to bounce with Rod, and they pass, so they're probably holding up instant speed removal, in which case, yeah, that's not good. Well, I'll make him have it. So which instant speed removal is it? Is it going to be Event Horizon plus a Caylin? Because that'd be really bad for me. Okay, sure. I mean, Caylin is fine. And Event Horizon. Okay, yeah, that's bad. Definitely should have held. I mean, on the other hand, like, this would have happened anyways, even if I held, because you just saved the Caylin, I end turn, Power Scatter, nothing. Wait a minute, did I just throw the game? I think I just threw the game. That's really annoying. So I get to play, I guess, play land and pass. I just have to top deck now, and my opponent's in the lead again. Like, there's a lot of things I can top deck that would let me win here. Terraform's Club, sure. Good rip away my graveyard, okay, sure. How painful is this? Pretty bad. It's kind of out of resources now. And they bounce Terraform's Club again. Yeah, okay, whack me down to 5. It's all up to top decks. What can I top deck here? Replace Rattler. If I can get a sequence that gets me to replace Rattler, I win. Valdez, sure. I should have Spell Pierce that, because it forces them to waste more mana this turn. Oh well. So, top deck, Minister. Okay, that's definitely bails me out here, I think. What does Minister do for me? Sealed Riftway is still there, which is really annoying, but really there's a way for Minister to force through at least 1 damage, and there is. It's just Conjure for Rapacious Rattler, assuming that thing's still in... Yeah, that thing's still in my deck. Okay, good. So, Minister, does it resolve? Wonderful. And Minister attacks itself, finds Conjure Realities. Conjure Reality finds Rapacious Rattler, and Rapacious Rattler, its face. And yeah, definitely did not deserve to win this game after making several misplays, including one which is just, I literally missed lethal when I had it because I forgot my opponent was tapped out for Spell Pierce. I definitely didn't deserve this win, but I guess this deck, despite being 140 something card, matched to top deck surprisingly well because, yeah, I'm a luck sack. What are we going to do about that? Yeah, I'm sorry, Wizzerinus. I'm just going to end this commentary here.